in the top lane, because I feel like him having the presence was a lot of value. You know, I wouldn't want to see him just put on like a neutral lane or on a tank. I feel like you want to have him on something where he has pressure.
Like Vayne.
And as much as the Gwen does scale well into the Cassante.
And it looks like we are just about ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 2. We can only hope it is something like game 1. Right? Right? Oh, okay, we're ready. Fearx.
Fearx fighting!
KT Rolster. Another said, KT fighting. Yeah. Oh. They don't have TF this time.
Run it back. You know, we only need a little bit more to win that game, so do it exactly the same, and we'll just ban TF and it's winnable.
Yeah.
No, please. This is like bad coach advice.
Maybe KT can get more of a snowball rolling and less of the chaos that we saw in game 2.
Whoa, and Perfect actually kind of dumbstring. Got the level 1 first and really just bullied clear out there. Which, you know, I mean, you're always going to win lane on TF in the Cassante, but if you win lane on Gwen in the Cassante, that's pretty advantageous.
Yeah, I'd be feeling pretty good about that. The only 2 players to win in this matchup, Zeus and Doran. And we do have the junglers about to clash here in the Bubs pit.
And the thing is, last time, Willer forced Pyosik away, so he got 2, and it was only 1 for KT. Looks like a similar thing might end up happening. Yeah. Exactly the same. Are we... No, there's no TF. It's definitely a different game. Definitely a different game.
Definitely a different game. Closer changed his skin. And that Q's going to land. Pyosik level 6 forces a flash here out of Willer. As the invade is successful. We do have Closer coming on over. But Q to dodge. And there you go. As meanwhile, Deft is level 6. Execute taking a bunch of damage. Is not going to fall in the trade, even with some of those bounces. But does push the Fearx support out of the lane.
When how close Henry is to level 6, actually. Obviously, having the heal from the ult makes it very hard really to...
Because Execute is around, so they don't leave Henna alone.
Oh, but didn't also... Whoa.
Okay, we're pressing our buttons. Execute is in a lot of trouble. He's still going to commit to the flash over the wall. Shockwave here on a Closer. And we might have just avoided our first blood.
That's one of your minions, Closer. Flash it on the back end.
Yeah.
Or maybe just thinking it'd go down a bit easier.
So we might just, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe they do just dive Henna again. Wait, it's the same thing! He kicks him against the wall, accuse him!
Yeah,
and Pyosik gets first blood. Is it just the same thing? Henna, yeah, he's gonna flap his way to safety. And a couple of Drakes are taken, and it's Chemtech Soul for game 2.
This changes everything.
It does.
That's the butterfly effect in action. Butterflies being, that's why they didn't do anything about the Henna death, because they were busy working on the soul behind the scenes. This does mean that... Oh...
Clear. Kicks. Do they have the damage to take out a Cassante? And it seems like, yes, the Shockwave comes in. Nice Q3 on a BDD. Clear trying to do something, but not amounting to too much. Meanwhile, though, nobody's really here to support Deft. And there's a Rift Herald being dropped. Wow.
That was impressive.
A rare Engage Cone. Willer's gonna have to flash now and ult to get out of here.
Yeah, that's a regret cone. I feel like you just gotta be patient though, because now is the time you start hunting for stacks and you get killed by barrel because you're really hunting for it, you know? That's the temptation you start to feel at this point when you just 2 away. Just get the next wave. Look at him, look, he's going for it.
Oh, I think he got it.
He did.
He did, okay. And Execute trying to help. Execute, you don't get stacks on Nautilus. They are going to bait them in here, though, as Bomb is called in, and Clear's like, oh god, I forgot, we're not trying to fight here. This Perfect also commits to his own teleport. Nearly takes off Execute's head. Barrel also getting pretty low. The supports, the 2 that get chunked out, and we avoid any more action. That's generally how often I'll take a big drink of water. Oh, we do have some fighting in the top side, actually. Clear trying to 1v1 with Perfect, but now everybody's getting in here into this one. He will be isolated. Another TP from BDD is now...
The fact that they all just like warmed down.
Did you see how big that was?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Willer is trying to fight this one, but now he's going to get kicked back, has to flash it. And that was essentially 1v1 as well, so Pyosik getting some value, but he didn't get the blue buff. We might see the first, like, Rel Orianna engage here in this one, especially with how grouped up they are. And with an engage on the barrel, that's not going to do much. Some poke comes out from Mom, but Willer, he's going to have to try to steal this. That's the engage. The shockwave is huge. Closer nearly loses his life, and the Chemtech Soul is taken. It's 2 kills for KT, and Barrel is going to get executed, unfortunately, but it's still a big win for KT in the team fight.
Yeah, even though they get that 1 kill in return from the execute bin.
That extra healing, you have Barrel is going to be really tanky, stuff like this, but they do get below 50%. The Gwen is going to be a real menace. Got the last stand, but also Chemtech Soul, and down 2 levels is clear. I mean, he can't deal with him right now as maybe a little bit of a bait or maybe just desperation as Perfect is going 1v2. He's looking for more. He's got the whole team on his back now. As now the flash comes in, it doesn't look like there is any miss as the hook will land and Perfect does overstep quite a bit.
Like, there's actually a reality where that doesn't happen, and he just gets shredded then as well. KT trying to continue the pressure. They are a member down, though.
Yeah, you do see Ferox trying to force this one as Pyosik will be the sacrificial lamb. And now you've got a front line here. Deft in a bit of trouble. Huge shockwave just to push them away. And you see KT are just on the run. They don't want any part of this.
Don't chase it again, Execute. We saw what happened last time.
Yeah, this is a pretty deep and also early teleport, so Perfect on vision here, doesn't know.
Yeah, you're into Rel Lee Sin. You don't want this dragon to get low.
Yeah, don't let it get low. It's definitely the name of the game. They catch BDD, the ult comes in, a ton of burst, and BDD is just gonna go into his Zhonya's now. His frontlining here is Perfect, but not quite able to do the damage. They will take out the Nautilus, though, as Perfect does have to back away. But look at this front line now for Henna. He's going to get the 1 kill. Deft gets to the back line, takes the 1v1, but the shield comes in, and Deft will go down. And Ferox, now with 3 members left, and Perfect's barely alive. Can they start this Drake, though, is the question. We got TP's coming in. Pyosik's still alive as well. He's in mid.
Yeah, BDD's full HP, but Perfect's very low. Oh, they've been spotted.
Oh, no! Not the engaged Scryer's Bloom plant.
Guys, there's a low health. The healing plant. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. They're trying to get on top of a Gwen here. And the flash W to come in. I mean, that's not really going to do too much as everybody on the side of KT is going to get in on this one. The slow comes in from the Needles and Closer's in a lot of trouble. And down he will go get snipped away. As now Pyosik is looking for more. Big kick on a boat. And that should be the fight going the way of KT Rolster as they slowly but surely take down all of Ferox. Whatnot, but the fact that Ferox can't really fight and they can't really clear waves as Clear, speaking of which, is trying to fight the Gwen and he is dead. Down he goes.
What?
And now this wave in mid is being cleared up, but might just be a couple of inhibitors here for the side of KT. They are looking for the fight. They are looking for the shockwave, as is Jonah Strong on the zoom-in.
I mean, this might just be an end. You know, losing Clear was so big. I'm not sure what he was going for. Shockwave does miss, though, but the waves are stacking.
And the waves are coming on in. About 35 seconds on the Elder. And that is going to be a miss on the Sap. They're trying to engage here on a Closer. That's not going to work. Ult comes in, immediately executed by the little Elder Drake that is Henna. Bit of damage is coming in, though, onto these turrets, and they're just chipping away at the objectives. In goes Perfect. He is a monster in terms of damage, but Henna with the big Zhonya's, he immediately gets executed afterwards, and that will be the end of the game. KT Rolster, clean 2-0 at the end of that game. Henna, he tried. He did a lot of damage.
Yeah.